Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Lane. Today we're doing another Legends Fantasy Draft. The roster we're using is in the top right of the screen. Let's start the fantasy draft, see what pick we're going to get. I think I might mix it up a little bit this time around. Le'Veon Bell off the board in the first round. Interesting. Now, do we go with like a Troy Aikman? We haven't done that before. We've done Brett Favre. Obviously, we've done Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. Maybe Tony Romo. Let's go with Tony Romo. I might load up on offense, and I'll tell you what I mean in 1 second with our next pick. Who is going to be there for receivers? I see Antonio Brown. I might go Antonio Brown, and then Jerry Rice, and then Randy Moss, and then get this, the other Randy Moss. Let's give Tony Romo why is our right guard already off the board? Give Tony Romo so many great receivers that he can't make any excuses. Injuries are turned off. He can't get injured. There's nothing to worry about. I think I'm going to go both Randy Mosses with the Antonio Brown. If we don't get Jerry Rice, that's not a big deal. Actually, who's going to be there for tight end? Is Gronk gone? He is gone. We could give him Jason Witten. We might do that. Let's get Randy Moss on this team. What I actually might do for this is just load up strictly on offense and then let the computer draft the defense. We'll see, though. Let's get Jason Witten on the team. He was so bad at commentating, he had to go back to the NFL so he could actually make some money. So ESPN didn't fire him, which they were definitely going to do, by the way. 100%. Receivers. Marvin Harrison. Why not? We have 4 receivers now. Antonio Brown, double Randy Moss, and Marvin Harrison. Now I'm going to go running back. I might just pick like 3 running backs, just all at the top. I could also pick other quarterbacks. What quarterbacks is still going to be there, by the way? Like, did I pick Tony Romo a little bit too early? No, it doesn't seem like it. Kurt Warner's down here. Otto Graham. Drew Bledsoe. Oh, we could have waited too. Look at all these great quarterbacks down here. Warren Moon. Jake Plummer. RG3. That's probably from his rookie season as well. Let's go Bo Jackson, because why not? And then I think we're going to pick another tight end and then load up the offensive line and then sim the rest. Let's go with Shannon Sharp. I actually might go with Jeremy Shockey as well. We can run 3 tight ends. Why not? Especially when they're great like the guys I have. Let's go. Nope. Wes Welker still there. Jeremy Shockey. Don't really think that's what he looked like, but I'll take your word for it. Now, what pick are we on? We're on pick 11. So let's go just rattle these off. Orlando Pace, welcome to the team. 27 years old. Now, last one we did, it might have been 2 weeks ago at this point. We basically, or not basically, we won every award except Defensive Rookie of the Year. And I think we came in number 2 for it, if I remember correctly. Larry Allen. Wasn't Larry Allen on the Chiefs, if I remember correctly? I might be completely wrong there. I'm trying to think. I don't know all kinds of older players. Like, obviously, you see me picking Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, like the obvious people. If we got down to, like, the nitty-gritty, I'd look like a complete fool. It's the only way to put it. Right guard. Larry Little. I know Larry Little. I also saw Bruce Matthews. Beth Cookman. Okay. We need a right tackle now. Who's it going to be? Willie Anderson, 93 overall. So Tony Romo has the best weapons of all time. The best offensive line of all time. And still, we're not going to win the Super Bowl. I can almost guarantee that. Do we get a backup quarterback? Let's get who can we get? Ricky Williams? Ooh, huge fan. But instead, I'm going to go Curtis Martin. He could be, what, our 3rd string? I want to get Jerome Bettis, but he's off the board now. Oh, we need our fullback. How could I forget our fullback? Mike Oslot, you here? He is there. We're going to go Christian Okoye. Never heard of him, to be completely honest. Do we get a backup fullback? Do teams have backup fullbacks? I think the only team with the fullback is the Patriots. That's not completely true, but that's what it feels like. David Tyree? Absolutely not. I'm going to get Keyshawn Johnson to the team. 5th string. You need to bolster that up. Now, we need our kicker because that's offense. But then we're going to sim the rest of this. We're already at pick 19. Is our next pick a few picks after? If so, I'm going to pick maybe another quarterback or something. Yeah, we can pick one more time. Let's get my favorite quarterback of all time, Joseph Flacco, who I have a theory on that the Broncos traded for him and traded away Case Keenum so that they could tank. This is what Elway did. He's like, I got Case Keenum. He's not all that great, but how do we get worse? How do we make sure we get the #1 overall pick. And somebody at that meeting, or maybe John Elway himself, was like, I got it. Joe Flacco. And it's just, the best thing I've ever heard. All right, we are good to go. Let's go to the end of this draft. We have an 89 overall team, 99 offense, 85 defense. Let's see what they drafted for us. TJ Watt's here, Chris McAllister, Gilchrist is here, Woodyard, Waters. Not all kinds of great players in my opinion, but we're going to have to mess around with the scheme fit real quick. What do we have for offense? We can get up to an 84% with a vertical power run. On defense, 91%. And you know who we're going to have to go for. Where is he? His good old quarterback, Jason Garrett. We are going to sim to the playoffs. Let's see if Tony Romo can get us there. So we made the playoffs and got a first-round bye. Did we do better than 13-3? We went 15-1. Who did we lose to? I'm going to have to look at that. Tony Romo, 3,900 yards, 39 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Feel like it should be a little bit better than that. Barry Sanders, 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns. Bo Jackson, 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns. Wow. Receiving, Antonio Brown, 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. Jason Witten, 777 touchdowns. The first Randy Moss, 600 yards, 6 touchdowns. The second Randy Moss, 750, 10 touchdowns. Bo Jackson, 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. Shannon Sharp with 2. Jeremy Shockey with 1 way down there. On defense, Mark Barron, 96 tackles. Who has the most sacks? Freddie Joe Nunn with 9.5. TJ Watt with 7. Johnson with 3. Interceptions. 4 for Jimmy Johnson, 3 for Barron and Waters, 2 for Gilchrist, McAllister, Kirkpatrick, 1 for Taylor and Woodyard. Do we have any defensive touchdowns or safeties? We have a defensive touchdown. No safeties. Who's it going to be? Chris McAllister. Take a peek at the yearly awards. Dan Marino with the MVP. Tony Romo's number 4. We went 15-1. How does that happen? We had to avoid, we won Coach of the Year at least. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Phillip Rivers, John Elway, Tony Romo at number 3. I feel like our running backs should be up here, but I guess not. Defensive Player of the Year. Julius Peppers. Mark Barron's up here. Strange. Chris McAllister as well. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Tony Romo number 2. No Chiefs. Why are our running backs not there? They went off. That's crazy. Now, what are we going to have for XP? Tony Romo with 1. Okoye with 1. Defense? Not much. All right, I'm not even worried about upgrading our players. Let's go to the Divisional Championship, see who we're going to be playing against. The Pittsburgh Steelers. We can beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Easy. I guess not. We lost 42-35. How is that even possible? I want to see who their quarterback is. It better be somebody amazing like Elway. They have Russell Wilson with 6 touchdowns. Tony Romo, 365 with 4 touchdowns. Eddie George, 99 yards. Bo Jackson, 26. Sanders, 24. Ahmad Bradshaw with 21. Receiving, Jason Witten, 8 for 72. Santana Moss, 7 for 54 with 2 touchdowns. Antonio Brown, 67 yards with a touchdown. Randy Moss with 58. Duper, 53. Kelsey, 59 with a touchdown. Muhammad with 2. Bo Jackson with 1. Bradshaw with 1. Okoye with 1. And Marvin Harrison with 1. Let's find out. Actually, that's what we're going to do. How could I forget? Let's see who we lost to in the regular season. The New England Patriots. Of course, the Chiefs can't beat them no matter what. Jim Kelly, 212 with 2 touchdowns. They also, Eli Manning, Mason Rudolph. We also have Teddy Bridgewater on our team. Le'Veon Bell, 115 yards. And Priest Holm with 2 touchdowns. Receiving, who do the Patriots have? Chris Hogan, that makes sense. Adrian Peterson. They have all kinds of running backs. Gallup, Traylor, Izzo, McLeod, Reggie Wayne, Torrey Holt, Kyle Rudolph, Le'Veon Bell, Percy Harvin, Greg Olsen. Interesting. All right, let's find out who's going to win the Super Bowl. The Atlanta Falcons blew out the Texans 43-14. Who is the Falcons quarterback? Phillip Rivers, 207, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Okay, it's not Jamarcus Russell, so they either had Brady or Drew Brees. Rushing, Reggie Bush, 100 yards with a touchdown. O.J. Simpson with a touchdown. David Johnson, 49 yards. Turner with 20. Receiving, T.Y. Hilton, 8 for 71, 2 touchdowns. Colston, 6 for 52. Terrell Owens, 5 for 73 with a touchdown. Miller with a touchdown. Anything else exciting down here? Not so much. But that is going to be it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a like down below. Make sure to check out my channel, subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.